Pisces, what's going on? Welcome to Lionsgate general love reading for the month of August. Please keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and drop the rest. Additionally, thank you so much for those of you who have liked and subscribed. I truly cannot thank you enough for this ever-growing channel. So thank you. Without further ado, let's dive right in, shall we? Okay. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Make the effort. So, there's a couple different things here. Somebody has not really been putting in the effort that, like, somebody's putting in more effort than the other person, in other words. So somebody's not really reciprocating as much as one. And this is really causing, so the red flags, in between the red flags and the effort, somebody's really questioning whether or not this connection is worth continuing on with, because it says give the relationship a chance, but to somebody there's a lot of obstacles or red flags. It's really cautioning someone and starting to make them question if this is something that they should continue on with. And somebody potentially in this connection may not even be willing to see things. Like somebody's not willing to see the truth or the red flags, something or other like that. However, there's a lot of concern here. Somebody's really concerned. Very concerned. And again, there's concern, but there's also this vibe of someone maybe not willing to see the truth of something, like the full truth. Somebody might only be looking at, you know, a piece. Main male. Okay. Pay attention to the red flags with main male. So is this a masculine paying attention to red flags, or is a masculine the red flag? I don't know. You tell me. Let's keep it going. Pisces. What is the energy with Pisces right now? God, what is the energy? Pisces. Three's a crowd, huh? So, couple different things with this card. Three of Cups. We've got, this could be a third party. I mean, you know, it could always be a third party. But I hate just like saying that right when 1-3 card comes down. It's possibility. However, another thing that I always get with this card, be careful about gossip. And what I mean is you gossiping or you hearing gossip around you about this connection, because that could be detrimental to the connection if there's gossip around it and people start believing things that, you know, may be worth just having a face-to-face conversation about instead of just fully believing. So I'm sensing here there's not a whole lot of give and take, even though the passion is really high. And be careful around this Lionsgate time, Pisces, for those of you who are sexually active or what have you. This is not only a time of very high creativity for you, but also prime time for pregnancies and things like that. So just keep that in mind. If you're not wanting to get pregnant, but for some of you, maybe you do. Oh, okay. So yeah, somebody wants to really show their passion for the other person. There's been a lot of dissatisfaction within this connection lately, and somebody really wants to come forward and just show the passion that they have within this connection. But someone is not reciprocating. I keep getting that. Like somebody's just not, there's something that's not give and take. Yeah, see, I don't think that you guys are currently talking to each other. Somebody could have said something. King of Swords reversed is pretty calculating, mean. Because they are very good with words, they can also use them against somebody in like a pretty cruel way. So be careful of your communication this month around this time, because things are so high. You don't want to add to the dissatisfaction or unhappiness going on currently. Bottom of the deck is Tower. So somebody is waking up. Somebody's waking up here, whether it be you or your person. There is a tower that is crashing down over this whole reading. So it's like a aha, something happens out of the blue. I'm getting also, for some of you, your check engine light might be on. I know that is totally random. However, when I get really detailed messages like that, it just means that there's a specific message in there for you. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's not your reading, just specific message. So some of you might need to get your car looked at. Yeah, the challenge here is indecisiveness, which this is a very kind of confusing and muddled energy as well. Like this whole reading, like give your relationship a chance, but clearly somebody's not putting in the effort and there's red flags. So there's a lot of confusion, indecisiveness as far as what's really going on here. And the anxiety that it's causing is fueling the indecisiveness. And that's the main challenge here. The anxiety is fueling the indecisiveness. The indecisiveness is causing this inactivity where people just are not moving. And that's the main challenge. Somebody can't make up their mind as far as what they want. And somebody's also not willing to see things as they are. So, interestingly enough, right? Your advice here is very interesting. And, all right. So we have the Hierophant reverse, Six of Pentacles, and the Sun. So it's important for you to not commit fully to this connection because we're not really sure what's going on here, right? Like there's a lot of energy that's fluid, as in like you can't really understand it because there's so much indecision within it. So it's important not to jump in committed to this because of the indecision that's associated with it. And you're in the middle of a tower moment. This connection is in the middle of a tower moment. So keep that in mind as well. You really don't want to show all your cards, right now. And some of you might be getting some money or might be getting a little bit more funds coming in. This is encouraging you while you're not fully committing to this connection just yet. Give enough to where they understand that you care, but also you are the sun here. Like the sun is your advice. This is Britney Spears. Okay. Free Britney. Interestingly enough, she's representing the sun. And look at everything that Britney Spears is currently going through, right? The conservatorship, everything. Free yourself from the attachments of this connection. And there's something with you doing this, you choosing to stay uncommitted to it, focusing on receiving and giving, that all of a sudden like illuminates the situation to where you can either take this or leave it, but it'll be up to you because you're the one that's bringing light to this situation. So in other words, I see if you feel like this has been on your person's end to decide, the wheels are going to turn and it's going to end up in your lap as far as what you want to do with this connection. But you need some further information and illumination. There's some things that you need to know more about before you fully go all into this. But I think it's going to be, this ultimately going to be your decision as far as whether or not you want to move with it or not. But this is after releasing yourself from attachment on how you think it should go. There's a lesson to be learned from this. I'm seeing synchronicities like your name or 1111 and working out what they mean. Your person keeps getting signs that brings them back to you. Love like ours can change the world. You guys have a lot of 1111. Neither one of us is being honest right now. Why are we afraid to express ourselves? That's why it's important that you not jump in all committed and ready to go. This person isn't even being honest with themselves right now. I'd long ago shut those parts of me that wanted love, romance, and intimacy, but you make me long for those things again. Surrender brings us together faster than resistance. Exactly. Let this go. Allow it to come back to you. Put in the effort out into the universe as far as what you want out of this, but then release it. Surrender it. Surrender expectations is the main message out of this whole reading. You might have expectations, your person might have expectations on how this should go, but this isn't going to go that way. It hasn't from the get-go. So surrender expectations will bring you more happiness than I think you're aware of, and it'll bring it faster. You will get to this sun space of freedom faster if you surrender to any deeply held previous beliefs or expectations on how this should go. Pisces, I hope that this was helpful for you. If nobody's told you today, I love you. Happy Lionsgate. I hope y'all send out your manifestations so you can get it back threefold to you. Until next time, bye for now.